Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am finally going to do that chat and bake, or is it bake and chat video that I asked you to go ahead and send me in questions for the week. I think it was originally, my thought process was I was going to go ahead and bake something for the boy's birthday. Never happened. So that's why we are doing this today. Today I'm not actually baking, like cookies or cakes or anything, but I am going to be baking or making spinach ricotta bites. I found this recipe a couple weeks ago and I've been wanting to try it, and I have all the ingredients, so that's always a good sign to go ahead and try it and make it. So I have your questions here. I do have some repeats, and I want to thank you all so much for sending in the questions. I always say I'm either going to get none or maybe one, and I got about 12, 14 questions, so that's a pretty good amount. I hope to be able to get to them all today, but you know, we'll see how it goes. So let me go ahead and I don't know how I want to do this. If I want to bring it over to the stove, and maybe a little bit combination of both. I don't want to answer your questions while you're looking at a pan of something being made. So yeah, let's do it that way. Okay. So I would just go quickly through the ingredients with you, and I'll start making it and start answering the questions. You know, doing two things at one time. I'm actually not too bad. It's when it gets to 3 or 4 things, then it could be a little hectic. So these are spinach ricotta bites. Obviously you're gonna need spinach and ricotta. Butter, it has butter, onion, 1 garlic clove, 2 large eggs, half a cup of mozzarella, half a cup of Parmesan. This recipe is using frozen spinach. I'm using fresh spinach, and I hope that that's okay. I just took the spinach leaves and tear them up. What is that word? Tear them up, and hopefully I have enough. I may have to do a little bit more, and then some salt and pepper to taste. It seems pretty easy, and they're kid friendly, which is, you know, I don't know how kid friendly they'll be for my kids, but we will see what we can do. So I'm just trying to think, is it okay? So this recipe, I'm just looking at this now, it says mini muffin tin. I'm going to use a regular one, and just, you know, I will go ahead. They are servings of 20 for this recipe, so I'm going to make them larger and less. So let me just turn the stove on and start melting the butter. Okay, while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and answer your first question, which is, what did I do before YouTube? I did nothing. No, I'm kidding. I actually didn't start, obviously, as a YouTuber. I started as a blogger. I still have my blog. I have not been really active on my blog, which is Lovealwaysjoann.com. I started the blog because I wanted a way to honor my mom, who passed away in 2013. She had given me every year journals, diaries, and she always wanted me to write a memoir. I'm just going to go ahead and get some for the butter. And you know, I don't have the time to really dedicate to a memoir, but I am going to say this. I have been thinking about it a little bit more, and I've been thinking about how I could do one, but you know, not a complete book, novel, story of my life type of thing, but just incorporate some of those stories from my journals into a book format. That's a big undertaking. I have been thinking about it, not to say that I'm going to do it anytime soon, but I have been just thinking it over. So to answer your question, before YouTube, I was a blogger, and I guess I'm still kind of a blogger, but I do not have anything. I try to keep updated, you know, keep keep it up to date, but it's really difficult because YouTube. I also have an Etsy shop. I also have twin boys, one who is autistic and nonverbal, and I do work part-time from home. So trying to, you know, fit everything in, something kind of is always inevitably going to go by the wayside, and unfortunately right now that's the blog. So okay, so the butter is melted, and I think what we're just going to start with is the onions. Okay, so it is one small onion chopped, which I did ahead of time, so I can make this a little bit faster. I also preheated the oven to 350, and we're just going to cook these onions for, I think it said 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, yeah, so that is that. And I will show you the pan once everything is in there. Okay, so next question is, how is Michael? Thank you for asking. Michael is doing really well. I say that like I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. I guess I'm just really happy that he's doing well. Last week we went to a school where he received an award for being what the school calls a Sunny Hero, and I'm actually going to film another YouTube video probably over the next few days, and I'll explain a little bit more about what the award was for, and really just give you an end of the year recap of how Michael is doing in his new school. But he is doing really well. Thank you for asking. And also someone asked, how's Alex? Alex is good. Alex is like recently turned 11-year-old going on 30. Sometimes I forget. I forget how old he is, and not in the sense where I don't remember his age. It's just when you're talking to him, he could be very mature, and then in the flip side, he could be very immature. So sometimes, he could be, a preteen, I guess. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But he is doing well. Thank you for asking. He did not want to do baseball this year, which my husband wasn't too thrilled about, but, we tried baseball for years with him, but he just didn't like it. So, it is what it is. Okay, what is we doing now? Now we're going to add the garlic, and it was just one garlic clove. Again, I will show you everything. I don't want to be rude. Take the camera off while I'm answering questions. And I'm hoping these are good. I don't think, to be honest with you, that my kids, I should rephrase that. Michael will probably eat it. Alex, no. Okay, so while that is cooking, we're going to go ahead and whisk in the bowl the eggs, ricotta, mozzarella, and the Parmesan cheese, which I will do as well. Let me go get a bowl, and then we'll continue on. So I have the 2 eggs, the half a cup of mozzarella. What else did it say? Oh, the ricotta and the Parmesan. Okay, I don't have grated Parmesan, so I'm going to be using this Parmesan cheese, and I'm hoping that, it works. I think it'll be fine. Although there are little lumps, let's break these lumps up a little bit. I'm not going to add that much. Okay, and the ricotta, which I have to get out of the refrigerator. I'm just going to scoop that in there. I didn't have much left, so it's perfect. Okay. Okay, now let's just mix it together. Oh, sorry about the noise. Okay, so now that is done. Now we're going to go ahead and add the onion and the garlic mixture to the egg mixture, as well as the spinach. I'm just going to grab it, and I hope that this is enough. Okay, let's move this out of the way, and then we're just going to mix this up. Probably could have made these I probably should have made this, the leaves a little bit smaller. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay. Okay, so now I already greased my muffin pan. So we're just gonna pour this into that. Let me bring that over here. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a spoonful, put it in each muffin tin. I may need to get another muffin tin. I don't know, we'll see. And as soon as I get these in the oven, then I will go ahead and finish answering the questions. It's probably easier that way. Oh, no, this is gonna be perfect. Perfect. Okay. All right, I think that's good. Very good. And a little bit more I can put in here. Okay, perfect. Let's get this in the oven. Okay, so that's gonna be in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. And then I'll check it, I'll take it out and I will show you what it looks like. Okay, let's get back to the questions. Where was I? Oh, okay. I got a lot of Disney questions. A lot of, when are you going to Disney? Do you have a Disney trip booked? When will you be going to Disney? All the above. I do not have any Disney trips booked or planned. I have them in my mind. We are, I should say, considering possibly going next year. I've even went ahead and reached out to my favorite travel agent, Arlena, and I will leave her information below as well, at People Mover Travel, and got an idea of what it would cost for us to go in 2024. And the reason for that is we do have a vacation coming up in August. We go to my mother-in-law's, although this year it'll be a little different, and I'll explain that when we get closer to the vacation. But so it's 2 weeks in August that we usually go. Last year we did 2 days, I think, yes, 2 in Disney in August, and that will never happen again. Not so much, I always, I just think it's more enjoyable when it's a little bit cooler and not as humid. I grew up going to Disney World in July. And yes, I remember it being hot, but we dealt with it. And I think the kids did pretty good, but I'm going off topic here. So I don't have anything definitely planned. If anything, it'll be next year. The boys graduate elementary school. Elementary? They call it grammar. They graduate next year, let's put it that way. And they go to middle school, not Michael. Let me correct that. Alex does. So I don't know what we're gonna do for his graduation, and that might be part of the plan. So we'll see. And of course, I will let you know when I have that definitely booked. All right, next one is when is the next Disney recipe? I've been terrible about the Disney recipes this year. It's already June, and I think I've done maybe 3. And last year, I think I tried to do 1 every month at least. I don't know. I am gonna make another Disney. It's not like I'm not. I'm not sure what I want to do next. I'm kind of trying to find different types of, not different types, maybe from different areas. Maybe not Disneyland and Disney World, but maybe the cruise ships, maybe, some of the resorts. I don't know, but it definitely will be soon, so stay tuned. Oh, the next question is, will I go live again? Absolutely not. No, I can't say that. Never say never. I said, but that is actually one recipe that I am considering doing over, is those cheeseburger pods. Between the technical issues and me not paying attention while I was cooking, that was a disaster to me anyway. And I don't like the way it came out. Obviously, if you saw the video, you were there that day, you know. I am definitely going to do that one over, and maybe that's going to be the next one. And actually, when I think about it, I might do that this week. So that might be the next Disney recipe. But going live, it's very not technically, logistically difficult because of my boys, my husband, and when I do my cooking or my vlogs for the day, you know, I am doing it in between my job, my real job. And you know, it's hard to find the time to really do a live cooking show. If you remember, it took me a couple weeks to even plan that one out. I had to make sure that everybody was out of the house and for how long, and everybody had something to do. So I'm not going to say never, but I'm going to say not right now. Maybe in the summer. I don't know. I would have to think about it. All right, so I got a couple questions about grief and my mom. If you are new here, you may not know, I lost my mom in 2013. I'm so sorry. Let me get a drink of water. Okay, that's better. As I was saying, I lost my mom in 2013, and I've been very open about how I've been dealing or not dealing with grief, or however way you want to see it. And I have done a few videos here as well on my grief journey and just getting through. So the question was, how did my mom pass away? My mom had stage 4 uterine cancer. She was diagnosed in the year the boys were born, which was 2012, in October of 2012. So my boys were about 6 months old. My mom and dad were here helping me, and my husband, you know, take care of them around the clock. And from October, when she was diagnosed, originally we were told it was only stage 1. She would need a hysterectomy, and you know, everything would be fine. Obviously it wasn't, and the following year, December, 2 days after Christmas, my mom passed away. So that is how she passed away. It has been, you know, obviously has been really difficult. And, you know, if you are going through grief, because the question is for grief advice or help. I did a video, I think it was for Mother's Day, and how to get through it if you're first Mother's Day without your mom, something like that. I can link that below as well, or put it up in the eye. I can only say that time is your friend and time is not your friend. I don't have a magic formula, I guess. I can say that I'm not going to say it gets easier or it gets better. It just becomes a normal part of your life. And you know, in time, I guess, in that way, time does help. You will see that or feel that. I would say surround yourself with your family and your friends, or not. That's, you know, depending on who it is that you lost. Excuse me again. You may find your family and friends really helpful. You may not. You know, it really is I hate to say it like that, but it really does depend on the situation. I would say if you are a person of faith, to lean into your faith. That is what helped me a lot. Also, seek support groups. I did one, me and my sister both did one online, and I would say that it was definitely helpful for us. And, you know, it's just part of life. We're not all here forever. And as much as we hate to hear someone say that, especially when you just lost someone, it's just something that we all have to go through. So I hope that whoever did ask the question, that you are doing well. And if you want to reach out to me, I am always available. You can send me a message on social media. All my information is below. You can comment below. I am happy to help, you know, as much as I can here on internet world, you know, help you, give you some, I don't know, suggestions. But I think, you know, you will find your way. As hard as it is right now to believe that, you will. Okay. All right. And speaking of grief, here's another. I lost my dog in March, and I'm not gonna lie, that kind of put me back a little bit, you know. I try to figure out, and I don't know why, but you know, I lost my dog Maggie in March. For some reason, it really hit me. I mean, I don't want to say for some reason, but you know, your pets are part of your family, but I really felt it with her. And so the question was, do I think we would get another dog? Yes, I do. Not right now. I'm not sure when, whether it'll be a lab, whether it'll be, you know, a dog that we find in foster care. I'm not sure yet. It's, I have to be careful with the kind of breed that I get because of my son Michael, who has autism. Maggie was very easygoing. She let him do pretty much anything. And, you know, and I have to be careful that, you know, the dog is able to have the personality and the characteristics, I guess, to handle a child with disabilities. So I definitely want another one though. Just not right now. Okay. What do I enjoy doing more? Day in the life vlogs, weekly vlogs, or Disney recipes? I feel like my weekly vlogs or day in the life vlogs are not that exciting because, like I said, it's pretty typical of the same day every day. You know, I do work, so a majority of what my day in the life or even weekly vlogs are little snippets of what's going on. And if I know something exciting is going on, then I try to do a weekly vlog, like vacations or, you know, spring break that I had, or, you know, I think last week I did one, right? I think so. But, or the week before. I try to find something that I think that, you know, you'll be interested in. You know, I don't live a big glamorous life or anything over here, you know, just a somewhat normal family. And, you know, I try to, you know, when I started this channel, I started it strictly to do Disney recipes. I also do other recipes now, and I really enjoy it. I do. But I have to say the last 2 weeks I have been struggling with whether or not I want to continue on this journey. The growth here has been very slow, and you know, I understand that, you know, YouTube is, you know, some people really do very well quickly, and then some people takes years and years and years. And I'm not a kind of wait sit back and kind of wait kind of girl. But, you know, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I think I think they're pretty even. I like kind of doing both. I think that the Disney recipes can be, you know, a little bit more fun than my life video, you know, my weekly videos. But, you know, I'll keep trying, I guess. All right. My favorite restaurant. I don't really have one. There is a restaurant, a small restaurant chain that's here in New Jersey called Calandra's. They have about 3 or 4 different restaurants, and we go there not quite frequently. We go there for special occasions. Actually, me and my husband are having a date night on Saturday. I am also trying to convince him to go to the movies to see Little Mermaid, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. I did get him to see Aladdin with me, so we'll see how how it goes for that. But we do have plans to go to the restaurant Saturday, so I'm excited about that. And oh, what do I do? You work from home. What do you do? I work as I work in a private college, and I work in enrollment and just trying to get, you know, students, high school adults, you know, to come in, visit with us, and decide if they think that our college is right for them. But that's what I do. Am I enjoying my backyard furniture? I love it. Let me take another drink. My furniture, my backyard furniture. I don't know how long have we had it now? About a month or 2, but now it's getting where it's warmer out and we can really enjoy it. And I love it. That was the best decision that we made. You know, originally when we moved in here, it's 15 years because we'll be married, me and my husband, 15 years in September. And we moved in here 15 years ago. We had bought a little, you know, not a little, a canopy, basically the same size that we have now. And we had bought furniture, I think from Walmart, a small couch and table set, and I loved it. Then the kids came along, and that wasn't really working out for us. And we were having barbecues, so we got the furniture, you know, the table and chairs and everything. And we haven't been having that many barbecues here. If we're lucky, we have, you know, I'm saying barbecues, we barbecue, but having people over, probably maybe 3 times throughout the summer, if that tops. So, we didn't, originally I wanted to just get rid of the table and everything. We've kept it, and I'm glad we did, because for those occasional family gatherings, we need some place to sit and eat. So, but I really enjoy the furniture. We got it from Amazon. I'm shocked at the quality so far of it. You know, the boys like it too. You know, I often peek out in the yard after school and I see Michael just, you know, laying on the couch there, and he's looking at his tablet. He's very relaxed. So I'm glad that they like it too. And actually we do have a new addition to the backyard. I may have showed it on social media. The boys got a trampoline for their birthday, which I'm okay, I guess, with, but you know, I am a little worried too. I'm not gonna lie. So they've been enjoying that, and I will show some footage, I guess, of that, you know, in a future vlog, or maybe I can add some to this. But yes, I'm really enjoying it. Thank you. I have a few more questions. I think 2. Yeah, 2 more questions. Let's get these muffins out of the oven and see what they look like. Or not muffins. What are they called? Bites. Muffins. Hey, they look pretty good. They look hot. Very hot. I'm going to just let them sit there for a few minutes. I'm going to finish up the questions, and then we'll see if we can get them out. All right, continuing on. Hot or cold coffee? Which one do you prefer? 99% of the time I will pick hot coffee. If I'm outside walking around and my timer, I will definitely have a iced coffee. I like cold brew with cold foam. I love that. So I do like, you know, that kind of, I guess, cold coffee drink. But most of the time, even through the summer, I'm sitting here having hot coffee, which I need to make before I get back to work. But definitely I would say I go for hot coffee. I like espresso, cappuccino, lattes. I don't really care too much for a lot of the flavored ones. I do buy the skinny flavored syrups. I use them a lot. I use my frother. So, you know, sometimes I just have plain good old American black coffee. Not black, but, you know, just plain, you know, coffee, nothing fancy. And that's pretty good for me. Okay, last question. Let's get this off. Last question is, who do I watch on YouTube? I have the ones that I have been watching since I started watching YouTube in 2014, 15, I think it is. And that I still watch till today. I have a big variety of people. I can watch everything from lifestyle to Disney to beauty influencers, and you know, I have quite amount of you know, and that's the thing, is that you don't have enough time in the day to keep up with a lot of them. I try to keep up with the people who, you know, are like, you know, that I really enjoy watching, that are maybe even my friends now, but I will say I watch very little autism families, and I just haven't found any that I really connect to. And the one that I do watch, and she's not a autism channel, she's a lifestyle, and her name is Jessica, and her channel name is Blessed Jess. And I will try to link everybody that I mentioned below as much as I can. She is one of them. Her son Nate is the same age as Michael and Alex, and he has autism. He's a little bit more verbal, but her family is a family of faith. She loves Disney. She loves recipes, and I highly recommend you checking her out. I think you would enjoy it as well. I also watch Blair Lamb, who Blair is was my mentor for my blog, and I think that's almost 5 years ago that I worked with her, and I did work with her again last summer, and I highly recommend her as well if you are considering starting a YouTube channel, a blog, or an Etsy shop. She's definitely someone that you can learn a lot from. And she also does lifestyle. She's big Disney as well, recipes, another great one to follow. If you're just looking for just strictly Disney or theme parks, I would say my friends over in Meddling World, they do a great job of covering everything. Cruises, Disney, Universal, what else? I think that you would enjoy them as well. I'm trying to, and if I don't mention you, please don't get mad, because I'm trying to remember everybody. I do watch a few cooking shows, and Philly Phil, she does live streams of her cooking, and she does great recipes, so she's definitely one to watch. I'm trying to think, like, I don't want to leave anybody that, you know, for beauty influencers, I love Sarah, Beauty by Sarah. She was one of the first original ones that I watched, and I still watch. Lisa J. Who else? I'm trying to think of beauty. Jessica Braun. these are all ones that I have been watching. Now, of course, I do check out Tati every once in a while. I gotta see what she's up to. I'm trying to think if there's any ones that I occasionally, as far as beauty, Hot and Flashy, Angie. Angie is my go-to for skincare because she's in her 50s like me, and she hasn't had, everything that she has recommended, I love it. So that's why I watch her for skincare. And I'm trying to think, if you're looking for vintage Disney, my friend Steven over at Life is a Theme Park. I hope I'm saying that right. He has great videos from when he visited Disney World when he was younger. So Dillo's Diz, also a lot of vintage stuff as well. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that because I'll go on forever and ever. But those are the ones that I really enjoy. I have a few new ones, of course. Main Street Through Your Eyes. She is actually another travel agent that works for Tyler over at People Mover Travel, and she has a really nice, I really like her channel. She does a lot of Disney content. You would enjoy her. Tyler, I like Tyler Braun's channel as well. He is married to Jessica, and they do a lot of they do Vlogmas. So they're another one to check out as well. I hope that I didn't miss anybody, and if I did, Ventures of Meg and Greg, that's the other one. Always love to watch them as well. And I will try to remember anybody that I left out because I feel bad now if I didn't mention you, but those are some of my favorites. So let's take a look at these muffins and see if I can get them out of the tin. Okay, my friends, unfortunately, they are still very hot. So what I'll do is I will go ahead and insert some pictures here so you can see what they look like when they come out of the muffin tin. They look good, they smell pretty good. They're just very hot. So I wanted to thank everybody who sent in a question, and if I did not get to your question, I'm sure I'll do this again. I think this is my third one that I've done. And I really enjoy doing it, especially if you are new here and you don't know much about me or my channel. I always, hope to be able to, introduce myself, ask you to please subscribe if you like the video, of course, and if you think that you want to stick around and see what other kind of Disney recipes, regular recipes, and everything else in between. So thank you again. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next week. Have a great day.